Picture it. You arrive at the front gate of your luxury resort in the Caribbean. You made all of your arrangements with an online concierge, dinners with a local chef, massages, golf, and a virtual shopping assistant complete with driver. Before you is a full-length rectangular screen. You hear a dulcet-toned female sweetly speak your perfectly pronounced name and welcome. A human appears on the screen, possessing features from your deepest fantasies, using data mined from your pornography website searches. You smile at this seemingly alive screen. Quietly and slowly, a robotic arm extends to you with your preferred beverage. That was found by sifting through your Facebook photographs from the cottage, cross-referenced with your food and wine app delivery data. You accept the drink eagerly, still smiling at the screen. Your bags will be collected by the concierge and delivered to your room. The voice continues. Please scan the QR code on the screen to download all relevant information for your stay. Your hand drops down into your pocket. You extract your phone and hold it to the QR code. Almost immediately, your most frequent party song is playing in the background, somewhere beyond the trees, collected from your Spotify data. You smile with your eyes wide open as the screens turn to the side, the attractive human replaced by a beach scene and arrows directing you into the building. Welcome to We Are the Machines. I'm Dr. Deitra Sawh. This podcast is for those who want to use artificial intelligence. Through anecdotes and phrases, you will be fluent in AI in front of the executive team and at the dinner party. I explain how machines learn in the context of human learning and arm you with the right questions to be asking the machines or those who are building your machines. You will sound like an AI rock star by the end of each episode. Let's get started. The futuristic scene I described combined disparate data sources and technologies to create a tailored luxury vacation experience and was able to impress with very little: a song, drink preference, sex. Our fanciful example evidenced two major impacts of AI that you will or already see in client-oriented businesses. First, by leveraging data, AI personalization extends beyond the room to pre-booked tours and personalized event notifications. There are major wow items you won't mind shelling out a few extra dollars for while on vacation for that perfect Instagrammable experience. Secondly, there is a reduction in labor costs for repetitive front desk tasks. This is touted to free staff for high-touch interactions, but likely with less staff than before AI. These cost benefits to the tourism industry are primarily because AI is very good at classification. Classification describes the action of grouping objects and placing labels on them. Classification is a key part of baby development and, analogously, of machine learning. The machine takes your data and puts you into a bucket. We, as humans, know we are more complex than algorithmic groupings, but luxury preferences are not as diverse in isolation. I certainly know a lot of tourists who enjoy a cold drink in an ocean-facing room. In fact, the power of classification works hand in hand with travel clubs and points. It is cheap to monetize reward cards for the companies and harkens back to premier service versus regular service. This signals a key approach to travel. By machines doing the selection, they are separating customers into groups for service versus getting to know the diversity of the client base. If customers can easily be grouped and assigned attributes into 2 or 3 groups, what would incentivize a company to customize an experience except for money? Better yet, You as the user know you're being grouped and can even identify with whom you're being grouped with at the resort. If you want to trick the system beyond price point, include preferences that are associated with the class of travel you would like. Travel algorithms take into account more than just price point, and since it cannot distinguish you from any other data point, you can try to be grouped with the butler service elite just by specifying that you have a food allergy. All right, time for a question. Nature versus nurture. Vacations can now be either nature, or unwired, or nurture, fully wired. Which vacation would you prefer? Understandably, we all probably want a little bit of both. A little curation with a few hours away from the phone. The tourism industry is banking on that balance to be struck by working hard to turn predictive technology into cultural storytelling platforms. A wired society wants stories and emotional journeys. Society wants to be told how to interpret a work of art, pictures on a wall, even a moment by the fireplace. Because by telling the machines our places, we don't have to think about the stories and journeys anymore. They can be curated for us. And then our brains can be on vacation. I don't want to think is something many people say before leaving on vacation, but they are usually referring to working, event, and meal planning, not the complete abdication of responsibility for one's own experience of life. So if the machines are taking care of the thinking for our regular lives, then what are we vacationing from? Traditionally, it's a vacation from work. But even those lines are blurred with advances in remote technology. Consultants work from the beach and executives from the cottage. As evidenced by the pandemic, blurring the lines of home and work can be harmful to our health. We work longer hours, push expectations of ourselves, and feel stretched. But our lives feel like a bit of a vacation when we're working from home and eating lunch in front of a television. So maybe we get more vacations, just in shorter spurts. Now that the lines of vacation and life are blurred because we are always wired, that physical disconnection from home and work used to be all you needed for your body to relax, your mind to focus on what gives you life: family, friends, sunshine, sleep. By training our bodies to react to vibrations, dings, and bells, we are always alert. And when waiting for someone to like our vacation post, we are vigilant. And now, a moment for the human. Tourism and vacation have been redefined in the age of technology. It is easier to book, change, and arrange anything. But this convenience has created a dependency. We are always plugged in. And this is how we are the machines. I'm Dr. Deitra Sawh.